Alright, so we made it to the pond. About to throw the waders on and get in there. I have a lot going on today to actually work on, but we're supposed to have some really cool weather coming. And I figure there's no way I'm going to get into the water once the cold weather gets here, so I just as well do it today. It's hot. It's not too bad out there. Alright, so I've had such an interest in getting into the pond because there's so much growth around the pond that you actually can't see all of it at one time. So I'm thinking that the pond is pretty low. So I'm going to try to walk out more towards the middle of the pond to where I can see the pond like all at one time. So I'm going to take y'all with me. Alright. So there's like a lot of, it's wet. Oh, it's not leaking. That should be cold. I did catch him on some sticker bushes earlier. So hard to tell. Alright. So there's like a ton of this grass stuff. The water's actually like really, really clear. About mid-shin deep right now. Alright, I wouldn't say this is the middle of the pond, but I think it's a decent spot to get a little 360 view. Alright, let's see. Alright, so that's one side. And let's see. Normally when I come out here, like I said, I'll see wood ducks, but I'll also see like blue herons fishing on the other side and egrets. This area right here is normally like where the wood ducks will fly in, and they'll land right here. They'll climb on this little log right here. But then they've got all of this pond behind them to enjoy. It's so pretty out here. I'm stuck. Okay, I got it. Oh my gosh. Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, I think I want to get out of here. Oh my gosh, it's like a bog. Okay, let's walk around to this side just a little bit. Starting to get deeper now, to my knees. So obviously the pond is another task that we need to complete. But because it's so low, I think that it's going to need to be dug out again. So that's kind of something that we have on our list at some point to do. I really can't get over how like clear the water is. No, it really is clear, but it does smell absolutely awful. So there's a little bit more of the pond on this side, over that like little log right there. But then on the other side of the pond is 2-acre area. That's a dry pond, and so what I understand is that they were filtering water back and forth between the two, and like doing crawfish, which is something that we do intend to do at some point too. So I think that'll be really cool. I'll have to bring y'all sometime to the dry pond, let y'all check that out. But I think I've had about as much fun as I want to have out here. We're a long way from shore. Alright, so good news. I think it turns out that the water is just colder than the like outside temperature air. And so while it felt quite cold, I think it's okay. Alright. We'll sit out here a few minutes, see if we see anything moving around. So I made it out to the pond today, and then I was working on a big project that I was super excited to show y'all about, and then Brian found me and decided that I needed to put my cart to good use and load up some rock and bring it down to fill in some holes close to the creek. So I'm out here now doing manual labor. I'm gonna have to show y'all my project later. Anyways, came out here to the creek area. I passed through here about maybe an hour ago, and these were not here. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, so we got some deer tracks. This one looks like he had to throw it into 4-wheel drive because he got stuck. So they are definitely crossing here. They're using it. Oh my gosh. Kind of missed that, but okay, so that's something else that we deal with out here. Like, trees just randomly fall all the time. Anyways, so they are crossing this area, which is super cool. I can't wait to like catch one. I was sitting out here quietly for a little while, hoping to see one, but they are quite elusive. So I'm gonna put the rock into these holes really quickly, and then hopefully I can get back to my fun project. All right, so probably not at all what he had in mind, but he can't say I didn't try. All right, new dilemma is going to be trying to get this trailer back up this little slip when I don't know how to back up a trailer. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. not funny at all, not funny. I don't know anything about this, but my best speculation is going to be that, one, I know that this is a steep slope, so, and this is only a 2-wheel drive. So, that's one problem. My biggest concern is, though, is that there was some metal sticking out, like some rebar type stuff sticking out of this concrete. And that, like, I got the tire caught on it, because the tire kind of looks low. I don't know. So I might just be walking back and seeing if I can get some help, because the only other thing I know to do is probably make 0 cents, but no, they're not here. I've seen people put boards behind wheels before, and I'm wondering if that'll work, because the back wheels are just spinning. They're just spinning, but like that tire looks really low, and I want to say, I know I saw some rebar sticking out of somewhere, and it might have been right there. To my defense, I did not park right here. I put it in, I don't know if I put it in neutral or reverse, and it slid down. So if it slid down and it's on that metal, that's not on me. Okay. It's an interesting dilemma. I mean, really, what would be the chances that, like, it landed exactly on that metal? Okay, so that's not the problem. The metal is not the problem. We can scratch that off the list. I think that the tire treads are stuck into that concrete. And like, do I push it? Like, is that even a thing? No, that's not a thing. Okay, so I think I just need to put something behind the tires. I'm gonna come show y'all. I think I'm just peeling out. I really think if I have something I can stick behind this tire, it will work. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna put y'all up here safely. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try to just stick some wood behind the tires and see if I can get up over that like little scratched out part. This is just a rotten piece of wood, so I don't really know if it's gonna help. I'm gonna admit, I don't know what I'm doing. I might be shaking a little bit. I feel like I threw my rotator cuff out of socket trying to jump off that 4-wheeler. And then look, I finally make it up the hill. And remember that crash a minute ago? This stupid tree's in the way. I'm just gonna run it over. I decided against running it over. I think I've had enough fun today. Dang you, Brian. Good Lord, how long is this tree? You know, life has this rhythm. Some days you win, and some days you don't. Some days everything clicks, the pieces fit, and you feel unstoppable. And then there are those other days, the ones that test you, the one where nothing seems to go right, where your efforts feel invisible, and where quitting feels like the only option. But here's the truth. Progress doesn't live in perfection. It lives in perseverance. Every time you show up, even when you're tired, when it's hard, when you doubt yourself, you're building something stronger than success. You're building resilience. Because the people who figure it out aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones that refuse to stay down. Every setback, every misstep, every so-called failure is a stepping stone, pointing you towards growth. So when the world tells you you're losing, keep going. When it feels like you're not moving fast enough, keep going. When you can't see the finish line, keep going. Because some days you win and some days you learn. But if you keep showing up, you'll always, always find your way.